Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, John. Good to see you. Hi, Jode. Why you don't put your details on the chat as we wait a few minutes for people to join? I would like this also to be an opportunity for networking, maybe make some connections. I know people who join our info sessions are like-minded, so feel free if we have. Yeah, maybe I will ask you also to unmute yourself and do a short introduction so we can get to know each other better before we get started. My name is Sonia. I'm the head of Allies at the TTC, and today we are going to talk about the Transformational Travel Council, who we are, what we do. Hi, Willie. Hi, Ian. Good to see you, everyone. So feel free to share your social media links, website, email, whatever you want to share in the chat. So you can download the chat after and connect with each other if this is what you want to do. And while we wait, I would like to hear just 30 seconds, a quick introduction, who you are, where are you in the world? I know we connect from different parts of the world. What do you do as well? So we get to know a little bit more about each other. So I would like to hear from John and then Willie. You can unmute yourself, John? I cannot hear you.
You want to hear from me? Okay.
Now, yes.
I'm John White. I'm located in Ocala, Florida, which is about 90 minutes northwest of Orlando. I've been a travel advisor since August. I've been with Avoya Travel since December. But right from the beginning, I knew I wanted to do more than what I call transactional travel. I wanted to be more involved in the coaching part. I have a background in psychology, MBA, IT degree, master's, a lot of experience as a business consultant. So I wanted to carry over that commitment to customer service and get deeper connections to my customers, my clients. So I've been a coach since 2003, a holistic life coach. I was an MBA leadership coach at University of Tampa for 4 years. And I've done all kinds of life coaching since then. So
Beautiful. Very welcome, John. Thanks for sharing. Willie and then Ian.
Hello, everybody. My name is Willie Legrand. I'm a professor at the IU International University of Applied Sciences. It's a long name, but I'm located in Bonn, Germany. I'm actually French and Canadian, but I've been living in Germany for 25 years now, and I lecture in the field of sustainable tourism, sustainable hospitality. For over 2 decades. I think I'm working on book number 9 and 10 this year on the topic of sustainable tourism and hospitality. Most of my books are textbooks or books oriented for university students. And I'm working on 2 new books, and I'm hoping that with this group that I could perhaps include some case studies or into one of the 2 books that actually looks at lots on regeneration. So yeah, it's a very hot topic, of course, these days. So it's a pleasure to be here and to meet everybody.
A pleasure to have you, Willie. Wow, that's very impressive. Thanks for sharing. Let's hear from Ian and then Moji.
Okay, so my name's Ian Green. My company, Greenheart, I've designed and built canopy walkways around the world. I'm based here at the University of British Columbia, where we own and operate the Greenheart Tree Walk. We've built in Rwanda, Nigeria, Guyana, Brazil, Peru. And one of our goals for quite a long time has been, how do you get people to not only look at transformational tourism, but sustainable tourism that would be profitable? Our best project, I would say, is in Ningwe National Forest in Rwanda. And in that case, the tourism has been used effectively, in our case, as a canopy walkway, as a postcard for tourism, to generate revenue. And Rwanda's approaching about $1 billion a year. Here in Canada, we run a small canopy walkway in the University of British Columbia Botanical Gardens. And the goal is always to design and build things and work with nature. And ideally, what we're hoping to do through transformational tourism, we have several projects underway, and I'm just going to get like-minded individuals, because generally I've worked for World Bank, I've worked for a lot of different countries, and the challenge is that the conservation donor model has failed ridiculously. There is truly not, any sense of how to get people to invest in nature. If you look at our country, Canada, we just opened a new pipeline, and literally we have a legacy currently of one of the largest countries in the world and one of the smallest populations. And what we're known for people who know us, is never have so few people taken so much from nature for the benefit of so few. And so even in my own country, we struggle to try and use tourism to be transformational. So that's my interest in the transformational tourism field.
Thanks, Ian. Thanks for sharing. Let's hear from Moji and then Kili.
Yes, lovely people. Hi everyone, my name is Moji. Do you hear me all right?
We do, yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm in the house after a long day at work. Apologies, I'm very comfortable here on the sofa. I teach at Breda University of Applied Sciences in the south of Netherlands. Originally from Iran, did my education PhD in the United States. And I found the world of tourism in a business school, and it was all about providing better services to get more money from the tourists. And then for my PhD, I stumbled upon this whole positive psychology perspective to travel for the better mental well-being of the travelers, etc. And when I was like daydreaming in the library trying to get my dissertation done, I always thought it would be so cool if one day I can have a company that really does that, like provides such experiences, until I found this group. And I think I can now peacefully retire because you guys are really doing some of that. So how can I maybe help or benefit from this group so I do a lot of scientific research with individuals when traveling and trying to really study the effects, etc. So maybe I can bring some join forces in terms of doing proper good scientific research so that we can better show the value and the maybe disadvantages of certain type of travel experience for us and the society. Yeah.
Thank you, Moji. Yes, we're going to talk as well of ways of getting involved, definitely. Thanks.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Kili and then Elena.
Hi, everyone. My name is Keely. I am the director for Mankind Digital. We're a tourism marketing organisation based in Australia, and we're really designed to help to support organisations that are going through the process of implementing more sustainable, regenerative and responsible practices, initiatives and efforts into their business models, and helping them with communicating exactly what that means through digital content for their websites and through their social media marketing, but also through their internal and external communication strategies. We've been doing this for the last 4 years or so, and I'm currently based in Spain, in Europe, to connect with and learn more from what's happening in the Northern Hemisphere. Australia's quite a long way away and a little bit behind in terms of regenerative tourism and sustainability. So I'm here trying to learn as much as possible and knowledge share and all of these sorts of things so that we can help each other to work together and help organisations in Australia to really leverage what's happening in the rest of the world. It's lovely to meet you all.
Thank you, Kili. Amazing. Lovely to meet you too. Elena and then Jenny.
Hi, my name is Elena Carmen. I work for a company called Destination Innovate. We are a travel and tourism marketing agency. We primarily work with DMOs, and we're really focused on sustainability in the community and how that helps in the tourism sector. And then we also are working a lot in the accessibility sort of areas of tourism. And those are our two main focuses along with regular tourism marketing.
Thanks, Elena. I just realized we have two Elenas in the room. So let's hear about the other Elena and then Jenny.
So I just had to unmute myself. Good morning from the BC West Coast in Canada. See, I have a big coffee stain on my shirt. It's great when you on Zoom. Anyhow, I recently started up a travel and transformational retreat business called Soul of Anaheim. I specifically work with Indigenous partners in BC and in Central America to introduce and bring Indigenous worldviews and different understanding of self in the world. And of course, looking with those partners on how we can make our tours and our curated content also as sustainable as possible, and for us to incorporate that thinking in for the participants as well in our offerings. And always looking for partners in other Indigenous communities. I offer tours in Haida Gwaii and in Guatemala at this point.
Thanks, Elena. Let's hear from Jenny and then Cabo.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm coming from Sonoma County, California. I have a small business. It's called Eco Wisdom Wellness. I offer forest bathing experiences within the tourism industry here. I wrote my master's thesis on the practice of forest bathing and worked in hospitality and tourism before I switched fields. So I get to partner with different hotels, spas, wineries, even in our region, on guiding visitors through this very slow meditative practice to reconnect with nature. And yeah, excited to be here, excited to learn a little bit more.
Thanks, Jenny. I love forest bathing too. For those who just joined, we are quickly introducing ourselves before we get started. So let's hear from Cabo and then Mo. You're muted, Cabo. Let me help you.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. This is Cabo in Botswana, Africa. I'm based in the Okavango Delta. I run a safari company. I'm a safari guide and an aspiring filmmaker, but I work a bit with village trusts from where I've been raised. So I'm trying to learn a bit more into ecotourism on how I can incorporate it into my business and work it with my communities. And so I'm still trying to learn that aspect so that I could incorporate it into my business.
Thank you, Cabo. I appreciate you are here today. We lost Mo, but let's hear from Richard and then Paul.
Hi, my name's Rich. I'm a physical therapist. I am in the central area of England. I run retreats based around travel to locations to kind of try and trick people into enjoying their rehab. Having traveled a lot myself, I am well versed in the benefits of travel and how it can broaden your horizons and take your eyes away from any current issues that you're having. So I focus on physical, but that obviously brings in lots of other elements as well, because I take quite a holistic view. I don't quite know how I found my way to this group, but I am very happy that I have from what everybody's contributed already. So I'm looking forward to learning more from all of you. And yeah, thank you.
Happy you're here, Richard. Thanks. Paul and then Hector.
Hey guys, my name is Paul McDermott. My brand is Paul is Everywhere, and I do luxury photography workshops and private coaching, normally in the high-end luxury market with people that can contribute and they have the means to be able to give back to whatever programs they're interested in. I've done workshops in Croatia and Venice, Italy, and my next one's coming up in Iceland. And Moji, I was actually just in the Netherlands for the tulips. Phenomenal, beautiful, but yeah, basically everything surrounding photography and using that as an act of meditation to support people and connecting more to their own self-expression and just connecting with nature and the things that we love. So
amazing, Paul. Thank you for sharing. Hector and Sandra.
Hello, everybody. I'm from Mexico. I'm based in Mérida, Yucatan. I have consulting about socio-environmental projects, and I developed a project based in Chiapas with community tourism, yeah, with communities. Or they are people who never learned to to use technologies. Okay, and my main goal now is build a project based in offer to the people a community to learn about connection with ourselves in first instance, and well, and learn together this kind of tourism, transformation travels. No? I'm designing a website. It's called Renovarte. It's in Spanish word, renovarte, renew, no, renew. I'm not speaking a lot of
one of our values too.
English. I hope you understand me.
We understand perfectly, Hector. Thank you very much for sharing. That's very interesting. Let's hear from Sandra, and we will finish with Vikash.
Hi, I'm Sandra. I'm Venezuelan living in Portugal. I'm a software engineer, but since many years ago, I'm in the path of personal development, and I love healthy lifestyle. And I have a couple of ideas for creating a project in Portugal related with, can be maybe like a hotel or something like that, related with ecotourism, or to offer different experiences to transform our life. And actually related with medical tourism too. Well, I have like many ideas that, yes, I would like to understand what can I learn from this workshop, or of course, of the services that you offer, in order to make real these ideas that I have.
Beautiful. Yes, Sandra. No, so far everybody is in the right place. So I hope to do a good job explaining who we are, what we do in a few minutes. But first we hear from Vikash. Hi, Vikash.
Hello, namaste everyone. I'm Vikash from Nepal. I am a certified
I don't think we hear you well. You can, do you want to stop your camera? Maybe your connection is better.
Transformative travel. Okay. Are you listening now a bit better?
We hear you better.
Yeah, I'm a Vikas from Nepal, and together I'm the founder of Holistic Healing in Himalaya, and I'm also certified from Transformative Travel Council, and I teach wildlife tourism in agriculture and forestry university, and we are in holistic healing in Himalaya, with people not only come for healing in the Himalaya, but also contribute to tree plantation in the Himalaya. Thank you. And good to see you all here. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Vikash. Okay, everyone. So I'm gonna share my screen. And today we are talking about the TTC, who we are, what we do. We have, for those who are interested in the course that we are doing, the Transformational Travel Design course, we have a specific info session about the course that's happening in a couple of weeks. So today I'm going to give you an overview, okay, our vision, our mission, and the ways you can get involved. So the Transformational Travel Council, we are the global leader in transformational travel. And we are all about creating community, building community, and deliver education, transformational education that help to harness the power of travel to positively transform our lives. Everything started in 2016 and with the idea of transformational travel, and a few months after, we were already in the cover of Vogue, which are very proud of, as a new category in travel. And we believe this is the future of travel. We are very proud to be guiding the industry into the future of travel with transformational travel. So it's travel that raises the collective consciousness. This is our vision, to raise the collective consciousness of humankind with travel. And our mission is to educate and advance tourism, also travelers, and overall communities about the value of self-awareness, mutual respect, fairness, social and biodiversity, and to inspire people to take meaningful action in their lives. So travel is the inspiration we need, but of course we need to also take action and do something about it if you want to change. Yes, so the journey starts before travel, during the journey, and after, still continues. Our core value is renewal, to restore, reinvigorate, and refresh, and to return to this ideal true self, authentic self, to become, the best version we can be, the authentic version that we are. And this requires intentional travel, intentional action to have these results of transformation. So what is the problem that we saw that we are trying to solve here? So it's about tourism being in an existential crisis, systemic issues. We struggle with over-tourism, the generation of communities, climate crisis. So the situation. People are distracted. They are disconnected. And they hope travel can provide them with clarity, with purpose, with connection, with meaning. But what's the reality? That travel has become entitled, too easy, too accessible, too empty, exploitative, and is highlighting the superficial rather than going deep. So where do we go from here? The solution that the TTC is providing is a more mindful approach to travel and tourism that will change the world. And we say that in a real very sense, because when we change the relationship with ourselves, we change the relationship with others, and eventually with the communities, with the place, with nature, with the world. It's like a ripple effect. So we believe everything starts with ourselves. That's where we focus on transformation, because some people, I hear people saying that this could be like a selfish approach, but I don't think so, because we need to change first to be able to change everything around us. So I think it's very generous when we come back transformed and we can bring this benefit back home that benefits everybody and everything around us. So this is about positively impacting travelers, hosts, communities, everything. Yeah. So in the simplest way, is a deeper way of experiencing travel rather than superficial. It's going deeper and leading to a more conscious way of experiencing life. Because it's not only about the trip or only about travel, but actually is affecting our whole life, right? So we harness the power of travel to potentially and positively transform the whole life. So we have to work in this paradigm shift that is right now. Sorry, somebody is asking if I will share the recording. Yes, I will share the recording after. Yeah, this is recorded and I will share it afterwards with everyone who registered. So the paradigm shift that we are here looking at is from mindless traveler to mindful traveler, or mindless tourism to mindful tourism, right? From a place that is, extractive, rushed, consumptive, to slow, open, present, regenerative. From a place that a tourism that is exploitative or empty, ethical, empathetic travel. But what's the problem with change? Yeah, many people want the prize, but no, everybody wants the journey. So the change is not easy, and we know that if we try to change anything in our lives. So travel professionals, they're interested in transformation for their culture and their customers, and they need to provide an effective context and tools for behavioral change to support this change. And travelers, they also seek transformation, but the action of sustaining, this is the problem, right? So most people will agree that travel is transformational, but then they go back home, maybe they feel burned out, they feel stressed, they go for a retreat, a spa, right? And they feel relaxed, But what happened? They come back home, and if they don't change anything and they go back to status quo, they go back to the old patterns, sooner than later, they will be again in the same place, feeling burnout and stressed, needing another break, another retreat. So this is about sustaining the change. That's why we talk about transformation. It's not temporary change, but lasting transformation. So that requires this action. Yeah. So, and the challenge of sustaining the change, the challenge of change is in many areas in our life, and the failure rate can be as high as 90%. So if you try to maintain weight loss or quit smoking or the New Year resolutions, right, fitness goals, people who try to change anything in their life knows that this requires, it's not easy. So it's about, the focus, the area is using the behavioral science to effectively guide transformation. So we know that many people, and it's very easy to promise transformation, but the science behind, there is a way that we can replicate on how people get transformed as a result of adventure experiences like travel. So how we can design meaningful experiences for motivation and sustainable impact. And here I would like to talk about the transformation economy as well, because maybe some of you already heard about it. So we work closely with Joseph Pine. Maybe you know him for his research and article of the New You business in Harvard. So you can find this online. He also has a very good YouTube video that I can put a link on the chat if you are interested. But I want to try to explain. He explains much better. But the thing is that he explains with the example of coffee. And he says that coffee, the industry of coffee, actually, they are coffee beans, right? They're commodities, coffee beans. So what's the value of a cup of coffee in coffee beans? So around 2 cents, right? But if we take these coffee beans and we, blend it and we put it in a package and we put it in the supermarket, then people are willing to pay like 10 cents, for a cup of coffee. But if we brew this coffee and we offer, we deliver the service and we offer like in a coffee shop, so the price of coffee, then it could be like $2 or $3, right? But we go to the next level and we have companies like Starbucks or Nespresso that will give you, right? You buy these Nespresso machines and the experience of doing coffee at home is what people buy. And they are willing to pay more. If they go to Starbucks, they can pay like $4 or more for the same cup of coffee, which is actually 2 cents coffee beans value, right? So you see how the economy is changing. And the next stage that Joseph Pine talks about, and he has extended research about it, is the transformation economy. And in the example of travel, it's very clear that people are not looking just only for experiences anymore. They want something more. They want a transformation. They want to come back different from their travel experiences. So as we mentioned earlier, so this is, rigorously framework that we are working with. Is not just, we are not promising transformation because this is something that is a co-creation, right? So we can do our part, and everybody here, if you are travel professionals, you can do your part, and then it's up to the traveler to do its part. But there is a science, in positive psychology, mythology, neuroscience, spiritual transcendence, that we are based on our research, and we base our, courses and everything we do to help people to go in this hero's journey. If you're familiar with the concept of Joseph Campbell, from the place they are to they want to be, and how they return, the before, during, and after, to reduce, stress, burnout, depression, disorientation, and boost self-awareness, consciousness, confidence, sense of belonging, and purpose, which travel is the perfect catalyst for that. So from our experience, we know that people who are looking for transformational travel experiences, they are often going through some transition, life or career transition. And we call it, it's like the 3 Ds that you can see here: disruption, discomfort, or desire. So maybe this person is going through, disruption. Something has changed. Maybe they got divorced, or maybe, they are thinking about a career break. Something is different in their life. They cannot go business as usual. So they're kind of forced to change. They have no option, because if we can avoid change, if you are comfortable in the way you are, why would you do the effort to change unless something goes wrong? And then you are, kind of forced to look at change. And then they look at travel, at transformational travel, to provide them with this change. But the other reason, it can be discomfort. So maybe nothing has changed for them. Maybe the thing, their life is more or less similar, but maybe because of this reason, because there is nothing new, because it's monotony, because it's like, the hamster wheel, every day is the same, and they know they are meant for more, they know there is something more out there. They feel this discomfort that they need to do something about it, and then they, embrace transformational travel. And the last one is desire. So they are great, but they believe on growing, and they believe on personal growth as a lifestyle, if you want. So they are always looking for ways to grow, to expand, to, improve themselves, to become the best version they can be. So they are also interested in transformational travel experiences. So using the catalyst, it can be any of these, life milestones. Sometimes it's like turning, 40, 50, 60. That is a significant age that people stop and look backwards and say, okay, where I am in the place I want to be. What is my future, right? So life crossroads, relationships, etc. So the way that travel helps you, to see different, to have a new point of view, expand your perspective, understand better yourself, because you know better who you are and what's your culture background when you live abroad or you travel abroad, better understanding yourself and the world as well. So you see things different, you have a new vision of life, then you do different, the behavior, right, as a consequence. And as a result, you become a different person. You are different. So this is, the overview of what is transformational travel, why we do what we do. And I'm going to tell you now about ways of engaging. If you believe in what we do, and if you want to support what we do, if you're going to be part of what we do, we have two ways of being involved with us. So one of them is become part of our allyship, our community of purpose. And this is our opportunity for using the, power of community to better, support your goals, personal or professional goals. We based, our community in collaboration. There is no competition between us. Opportunities for networking, for collaboration, for market visibility. So when you become a part of the allyship community, this is a membership-based community, so you gain visibility through our website to have your profile, to have your trips, if you're promoting trips or services that people will find you through us. We have also opportunities for networking, and we meet at least twice a month. We know that it's not only about the people that are in the community, it's who they know, right? And that can provide you referrals, that can provide you clients, that can provide you, collaborations for business growth as well. Educational events, we have gatherings only for allies, also in person. We have, of course, social media. The WhatsApp group is very, alive and powerful. People are often requesting, who do you know? Do you know anybody in this country? Or I'm looking for that. So we help each other. You have the opportunity to host an ally event, so you also gain visibility within the community. Engage with media heroes, which are our top journalists. So we have a group of journalists that we call the heralds, which are always looking for stories to write in their media about. So allies, we love to have the media featured and publicity, and the heralds are looking for stories. So it's kind of win-win there, that we have the opportunity to engage with heralds. Also, as a member, you will get featured in our newsletter, that we have thousands of followers, and you will have discounts on courses and events. And of course, we give you the badge, the logo to have in your website, in your email address, etc. So there are 3 different levels of membership if you want to become an ally, if you want to, support the cause and get the benefits of becoming a member. If your business is up to 5 people, this is $37 per month or $400 annually. So if you have between 6 or 49 or more than 50, you can see the prices below as well. And it's worth noting that the first month is free. So you can join at no risk. Get a taste of what we do and who we are and the people who are part of the community. We are over 300 people from all around the world. And if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. And this is just no commitment over time. So you can try it for 1 month if you want. Either if you join monthly or annually, you try 1 month. And if you don't like it, we are not going to charge you anything. And then the other way you can get involved is our courses. So we have several courses. Our signature course is the Transformational Travel Design program. And this is where we show you, based on the research we've done and our experts and all these years of expertise, to show you how you can create more transformational travel experiences. Okay, so we'll give you tools that you can use for your own journey. I know that some people that come to the courses are not from a travel background necessarily. They can be from any kind of background, despite we focus on travel. But I've seen people coming from the music industry, from any kind of industry, because it's about transformation. It's about guiding our clients from the place they are to the place they want to be. So we have also lots of life coaches, because they also do retreats, or they use, some kind of travel somehow that they want to learn how to make it even more transformational. So you will have the frameworks, best practices, case studies to help you also, based on the transformation economy that I just described. And you have the final capstone project, which is personally my favorite, because this is not only about, the knowledge or the conceptual course, but it's very practical and hands-on course. So you will come with an idea or, an insight, or maybe, some people come with something that is more mature, and some people is just, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just come for inspiration. But you will find at the end of the course, you will end up with something tangible that you can implement in your business or in your personal life. So you will have the feedback, and I think this is priceless, the feedback of the experts to say, okay, this is how you can improve, or you can make it even better, so you can, have this something tangible as a result of all the knowledge that you got from the course. So of course, you're going to have also the accreditation, official accreditation from the Transformational Travel Council as a transformer. We call our graduates transformers, and you will have the badge and the accreditation. And this translates in customer satisfaction and referrals, because your clients are going to be even more happy and going to be, delighted to refer you and bring you more clients and repeat and renew. You will be more value aligned personally and professionally, because this is what travelers are seeking actually. And I mentioned earlier that if you are thinking about being both, becoming an ally and using, the benefits and the power of community to support and boost, your business as well, and help each other to grow. And you also want to do the course, first I recommend you join the community, and then you will have 15% discount in the course. Okay, so you do it in this order. But you don't need to be an ally to sign up. So some people want only to do the course, and that's perfectly fine. They're not interested in the community, and the other way around. Some people want the community and they are not interested in the course. So just so you know, if you want to do both, first, this could be the order. So the next courses, we just started one yesterday. So the next one is going to be in October. We have 2 flavors in the courses. We have the 5-week and the 5-day. So you can see that also are different prices. This is because in the 5-week, the support between sessions is longer. So you have more time for self-reflection, for interaction between the participants of the cohort, but also with our facilitator. But and the 5 days, but it's the same content. The curriculum is the same. Just the 5-week is to meet twice a week for 5 weeks. And the 5-day, they meet 3 days 1 week, and 2 days the second week. Is over 2 weeks. Okay, so you have here also the times and the prices. And I think the best way to describe what the courses, what the benefits you get from the course is from case studies and people who have taken the course. So here we have the CEO of Barracuda, Juliana, and she said, if your business reflects your personal purpose and you believe it can contribute to the human evolution and also leave legacy for future generations, the Transformational Travel Design Program will inspire and guide you through the process of designing transformative experiences to your clients. Or this is an example of a capstone project that Eleanor Fish, the founder of CEO Run Wild Retreat, said. The course put language to the process that they were witnessing their guests to experience without realizing that they were experiencing that. And she redesigned the whole customer onboarding process to better support the transformation of her clients. And this course was a revelation. So guys, I'm going to open it now for questions. So that would be, the overview of the TTC today. And the next steps, if you're going to get, further involved, would be becoming an ally or taking the course. Of course, if you want to have more information, I'm also happy to, join you for a call, or I can share my email as well. But I would like to open questions and see if anybody has any questions. I know some people joined when I was already starting the presentation, so feel free to ask questions if you missed any part of the presentation as well.
So it's thanks a lot. So it sounds like to be able to use the network, contribute and get back, its first step would be to talk to our organizations and see how we can become a member, right?
Yes, look, you can try it for 1 month for free, okay? And this gives you at least 2 events to come, because we meet at least twice a month. So you will be able to come and experience the community for 1 month, and also the other benefits that we have as part of being a member. But yes, it would be just registering as a member. After the 2 events and after the first month, we will ask you to decide if you want to join, if you see the value, or you prefer not to join. Then it's up to you. So Moji, your question is because you are part of a bigger organization and maybe it's not your decision?
Yeah, it's definitely not my
Okay.
decision, and it's we're a big tourism school, but also leisure and other departments, and I don't see them easily agreeing to paying 2K a year, which I see a lot of value in. And we are a member of this other society, for example, Experience Research Society, that we just joined, but I've been told it took a couple of years to convince the managers to become a member. So I was hoping that there is some other platform that all these interested people can somehow talk and communicate.
Okay, we are working on LinkedIn group, actually, that is going to be open for everybody as a possibility potentially to have, free gatherings, but it's still in early stages. So maybe if the membership is not something that you can consider, maybe there could be something that in the near future you will be, maybe willing to explore. Thank you, Majid. Elena.
Yeah, thank you. I just wondered if you could maybe say a little bit more about the format of the intensive training, the 5-day training. I couldn't quite decipher from the points there how many hours a day. I'm assuming it's online.
Yes, it's all online. So we have the 2 that are coming this month. One is in October, and the first one is the 5-week signature course. And the meeting days are Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay, for 2 hours every day for 5 weeks, okay. And the starting time is 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, or 6 p.m. Central European time. So 2 hours, 2 days a week for 5 weeks. And then the 5-day intensive, it goes in the period of 2 weeks. In week 1, we meet Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for 4 hours. And then the week 2, Tuesdays and Thursdays, also 4 hours. And the starting time is 1 hour before. So in this one, we start 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central European time.
Thank you.
My pleasure. I see some questions in the chat. Let me read. Where does the membership investment go when investing in a TTC membership? Okay, Kili, I think you are. This question is because of the Transformational Travel Institute, because we also have a non-for-profit organization. Is that your question?
No, I'm just curious as to where the actual investment money goes when investing in a membership. I'm just curious as to understand whether that is to pay for TTC staff like admin, or whether it also goes into any interesting environmental causes or anything that the TTC supports in terms of like industry development and all of those sorts of things as well. I just wanted to understand where that investment is contributed towards.
Yes, maybe I'm not the best person to answer this question, but is marketing, members of the staff, and then investing in the Transformational Travel Institute, which is the sister business of the Transformational Travel Council, which is investing in these causes. That maybe I can share the page and you can see everything that we are investing there as well. And then you said, how many hours per day session does the course run for? I think I just answered this one, yes?
Yeah, that makes more sense. Thank you.
Very welcome. Okay, anybody has any other question? Sometimes people think, oh, this question is very personal, but I'm sure other people are thinking as well about it. So feel free to, now we are here, so feel free to ask if anything is going on.
Can I ask another question, which it seems to be another question also from Willie on the chat. So I was wondering also if these companies who do think they're offering transformative tourism packages and experiences, do they measure the transformation? And if you can think of any examples, how do they do that? Because it's definitely not easy to measure that change. And I have this sciencey, geeky mindset always. I like to see numbers and to see impact. And I wonder if it's already being done or efforts about that.
Yes, no, definitely, is a way to measure transformation. I think because this is something that is more about the course and what we offer in the course, Professor Ivana, which is the facilitator, would be a better person to answer this, but definitely we want you or the people who take the course to find ways of measuring this transformation, because it needs to be, measurable to make sure that it's happening and how you can improve. So there need to be these, values for you as a designer or the person who delivered these experiences to be able to say, okay, this is how people change and this is how, we can improve it, or where we are, where we want to be and how we can improve it. So I will invite you, everyone who is interested in knowing more about the course and making maybe questions about what is in the course, to join us in 2 weeks. Let me share the link here if you want to register, because we have facilitator Professor Ivana who is in the course, and also we have graduates in the course who you can ask questions. They have already taken the course. So I'm going to share the link of this is called the TTDP info session, and the link, the date is going to happen is the 5th of June. It's also Wednesday, the 5th of June, at the same time of today. And I'm going to share the link in the chat. So info session, so you can register. And we meet again like in a session like today, but it's going to be there, Professor Ivana and the graduates, so you can ask all these questions about the content and how we do. I know that, sometimes people ask questions that are not easy to answer in one, in a Q&A. That's why the course is 5 weeks for a reason, because there is no easy answer. But I'm sure she will be able to give you more guidance in this direction. Is the same you were asking here, Willie?
Yeah, I was yeah, same thing. I'm a researcher and an academic, so I'm always also interested in to see to what extent someone wants to transform. So the you know, the inherent wanting to experience and be transformed versus the ones that don't really necessarily think about it, but then are transformed. So what happens and how do we measure it? So I was also quite interested from the scientific standpoint, and I have a few ideas about this, but and I'm pretty sure there is some research. I haven't looked into this, but I'm sure there's probably different scales. Moji, probably you probably looked at this as well. There's probably some that are trying to measure this, but I'm super interested. I think, and particularly because you are a group that actually deals with those people, so it'd be kind of interesting from a scientific standpoint. There's good material there, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely. You will love meeting Professor Ivana. She's also a researcher, PhD, so I'm sure you will have these questions. And maybe after the session, have a call with her and go deeper with you know, some of the questions you may have that you think are more about research. Yeah. Okay, so Paul is saying, as an ally, what are the realistic expectations? It seems to me that most of the value would be in networking. Is there much traffic that allies see from being members? I wouldn't be able to do either of the courses this year, and that course seems like one of the big offers values of the TTC. Okay, yes, Paul, look, all the benefits I share here, if you ask me personally, I also believe networking is the most powerful one. You have the visibility, you have, you know, the a directory in our website, but it's true that this is more passive. So you put there, you know, your profile, your trips, and then if people search and find the TTC, they will find you. But I think the power of the community as a human, you know, the members and who we are and who we know, and the people, not just we know, but we will know in the future. So I think this is, you know, the word of mouth and the known, like, trust factor. And coming every second week, or, you know, at least once a month, I recommend everyone, if they cannot make the 2 days, at least once, to come there to, you know, introduce themselves. We create breakout rooms, so we go deeper in getting to know each other, who you are, who I am, how we can help each other. So the collaborations, the referrals, the you know, partnerships that come from this is the priceless. For me, is the number one value benefit of being a member. But of course, some people also engage with the heralds. They also, you know, use the discounts for the courses, some educational events that we do, definitely. So I would say if you're interested and you're going to try the allyship, just go. It's risk-free. You sign up for 1 month. You try. Welcome to the meetings. And if you don't like, you sign up. Unlikely event you don't like, then you just cancel the subscription. Yes, okay, feel free. Yes, feel free to share your details in the chat. Remember to save the chat so you can connect with each other, social media, emails, websites. Yeah, so if there is nothing else, we are going to leave it here. I invite you everyone to join us in 2 weeks for the info sessions about the course. And yeah, my email, I'm going to share also my email here in case somebody wants to ask me anything.
Thank you, everyone.
That's it.
Thanks. Bye.
Lovely to meet you. Have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.